Shadow work isn't going to save you. Everyone talk about shadow work like it's the final boss of their soul. But what if I told you that's just the tutorial? Shadow work can help you see the wound, but it can also trap you in the wound. You start identifying as the darkness you're supposed to burn through. That's why so many people keep journaling. That's why so many people keep crying. That's why so many people keep looping, but never erupting. Shadow work wasn't meant to be your house. It was meant to be your firewood. Stop trying to shadow work your way out of your existence. The flame doesn't just understand your shadow, it consumes it. That's how you actually resurrect. Shadow work isn't going to save you.
You are God. You're like a drop of an ocean. You are drops from the ocean. You are God experiencing himself or itself through many other drops. Each individual is a drop of the ocean. You're experiencing yourself. This is what this whole creation was about. You had to experience yourself. Even the person that you're with is not separate from you. I'm talking about no separation. Everything is connected. Even the person you with, they're not separate from you. They are you. You are loving yourself through them. I was just strolling again through the YouTube streets, and this girl was just talking about if a man call you and tell you he love you, you know, basically just it's all lies. So I had to realize, don't get mad at her. Be the observer. That's you. Look at it, observe it. I left a comment. I said, can you see the future? Can you tell the future, or you're a mind reader? Because she was talking just grandiose shit. And it made me mad that the young girls or other girls going to hear that. They're going to use their pain for a fucking template, and they're going to fucking subscribe, and they're going to agree. I know that, yeah, my man just called me last night, told me he missed me. And like, I'm like, damn, like, so everybody a suspect in this person's eyes. So I had to realize that that's you. There's no separation. You have to be formless. The ocean, if you put it in a, it could be the most funniest shaped thing. If you put water in it, it's going to form to the shape of that thing. You have to be like water. Bruce Lee said that. You have to be like water, my friend. I'm basically talking to you about people going to trigger you, but you're only triggering yourself through the person. And I'm like, damn, man, why I got so mad? Why do I get so mad when I hear these females spew about men? And why I get mad when I hear men spew about females? Because that's the number one thing that pisses me off right now. And I'm like, y'all living through y'all pain, and you are not your pain. You are not your experiences. You're not even your emotions. So what the fuck is you? What pot of gumbo are you fucking reaching out of? You know what I'm saying? What you cooking out? Like, what you trying to, like, deliver? If you're not your experiences, if you're not your emotions, who are you? You have to get to this place, like, if you go to enough seminars, you'll start hearing the same catchphrases in different forms. You'll start hearing, I don't give a fuck what kind of spirituality seminar, from Homestead, whatever the fuck is going to be, you're going to start hearing the same catchphrases. Thus, showing you, he might say it different than her. He might phrase it in a little different way. But we are God. We are drops of the ocean. Look at God as a drop. You know, there's no name for it. Just got to eat some food. But there's no name for it. But God is it's an ocean, and you are drops of that. You are experiencing this life like waves. That's why you can't take shit personal, and then we worry about the future. Man, I gotta leave a legacy. Man, I gotta leave a legacy. I gotta leave something for my, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, that shit, the tomorrow might never come. We have to get off like this. I think we got too much. It's like too much knowledge, and then you got so much water coming to you, you don't drink nothing. It's so much. It's like a wave of a. You're supposed to be sipping it, but it's coming so hard you can't even drink none of it. It knocks you off, and now you drowning in it. I think that's what's happening with this information. You have too much of information you intake every day, by you always constantly being in a perpetual state of getting information. You never seep up the true water. You never really get the real information because you're in a perpetual state of receiving information. So how know, like, when do you say stop? Whoa, what? Stop information. Let me use this what I got, and then I'll get back to you later. When do we do that? I heard somebody say that. Older lady I work with, she said, I said, what you do on your off day? She said, I just got to stay busy. I said, dang, that's not good. She said, I know, I can't just sit still. I got to be doing something. You have a lot of people that's like that. They can't just wake up in the morning without going to different podcasts. You like a podcasting hoe. And I just started pulling back for people channel because I was supposed to do that. I can't go to every live. I can't give every cash app. You know, if you give 5 people a cash app, boy, you know you do that shit every day, you'll be broke. So you do got to get to a point where I got to save something for me. I got to be selfish for the right reasons. All this shit, I'm telling y'all, a lot of people, and then how you talking about men and women ain't shit, and you still pulling from your experiences. Your experiences wasn't shit. That's not really you. Your experiences, you were supposed to get a lesson. And you were supposed to learn it. If you keep seeing the same thing happening to you, you're not getting a lesson. So we got to back up off the table. Right now, I'm backing up off the table where even relationships, I got to chill. I got to, like, it's not time for that because I'm trying to do something. And when you get into a relationship, especially if you are a man, you got to pay for shit. When you're a man, you expected to perform. And when you're a woman, you expected to perform also. That's why we can't be an asshole to each other. We keep losing the focus. And we keep attacking each other while the real criminals get away. I mean, you got a lot of people just talking. I see a whole lot of talking and a whole lot of showing your muscles and showing your ass and showing your credit score, showing your Bentleys, and what they call that, like an advertising, like a marketing strategy. That shit's stunting. It's stunting. We got to get away from all. See, it's gonna be a time where, and see where they come with these new laws, and it's right around the corner. A lot of y'all gonna have to back up off the internet because you're gonna be forced to. It's gonna be a mass exodus off the internet, and you're gonna have to learn how to live again. People who over 40, we didn't have social media. We didn't have this, so it'll be easy. Look, it'll be easy. Let me challenge y'all. Go a month, go a day without being on the internet. If you could afford to, if you could afford to, you ain't got no check the emails, go a day. I challenge you. Go a day and then go a week without being on the internet. A lot of you motherfuckers, see, like a drug addict, and I told you I used to fuck with dope and coke, hard drugs. You ain't gonna be able to kick this shit. A lot of people, they're not gonna be able to kick it. For the real, we already going like a day, hours, 12 hours without checking our phone. We already practicing. Sven'gramz. Hit the like, coming through the motherfucking door. Still we rise. Watch this video.
Niggas will kill you, boy. Niggas will kill you. And let me tell you something about niggas. A nigga will put more emphasis and more energy into killing you than he would fixing his own situation. You understand what I'm saying? So it's pain in the hood, right? So everybody in the ghetto is pain in there. So dudes is dealing with their own turmoil. They ain't got their credit right. They old baby mamas and all that. They ain't got nothing going on. But instead of fixing that, killing you will be on the top list. That'll be the thing to do. The number one thing on their list. And it's just sad.